ya? Welcome to Happy Rails to ya. My name is Hobo Pap, and I've been riding the rails looking for an adventure to share with you. Boy, have I got a story for you today. Let me find a place to rest these weary bones. We'll see what treasure I've got for you in my bindle. You know, my hobo sack. Come along. Welcome back to Hobo Pap's Hobo Jungle. I hope you've had a good week. Well, I want to take this opportunity to wish you all a very happy summer. Now that the temperatures are rising and the thermometer's going up, what better activity during the summer than to take a picnic? Now that goes right along with this week's adventure. Let's see what I've got in my bindle for you this week. Now when you think about a picnic, you may think about some little pesky animals or critters, but that's going to play right along with today's adventure. Today's adventure is I saw an ant on the railroad track. Come along, let's read. I saw an ant on the railroad track. Written by Joshua Prince, illustrated by Mackie Pimentuan. Well, I saw an ant on the railroad track. The rail was bright, the ant was black. He was walking along, tickety-tack. That's the sound of an ant on a railroad track. Now this little ant was in search of a snack, an eastbound ant on a westbound track, looking for a crumb or a nut to crack on the shiny bright rail of a railroad track. And who am I? I'm Switchman Jack, just working my shift in the switchman shack. I switch the trains from track to track as east goes west and forth goes back. I just settled down with my brown lunch sack, napkin spread, lunch unpacked, when I spied that ant on the railroad track, hungry, hunting, tickety-tack. Now an eastbound ant will run right smack into a westbound train on a westbound track if the switchman working the switchman shack doesn't switch that ant to a different track. Just then, a sound. I was taken aback. My ears filled not with tickety-tack, but a clear as crystal clickety-clack. That's the sound of a train coming down the track. And on the horizon, sure as shellac, was a freight train freighting down the track, heading straight for the ant, walking tickety-tack, 10 tons of iron, coal pitch black. Now what to do? Think quick, think Jack, before that train and ant go whack. So I grabbed the switch and dropped my sack, pulled with my arms, pulled with my back. But the train kept coming toward my shack. The deal was raw, the deck was stacked. The ant kept walking, tickety-tack, straight toward the train on the railroad track. Still closer charged the swift smokestack, a huffing, hurling clouds of black, as I pulled and prayed for the strength I lack to switch the switch on the railroad track. But the switch was stuck. Oh, ruined a wreck. Those cold steel wheels would soon attack that wrong way ant on the way wrong track, just out a searching for a snack. Then just before the awful smack, that ant turned off the railroad track, made a beeline for my brown lunch sack as the train whooshed by, screaming clickety-clack. Saved, uncrushed, alive, off track, an ant-sized pat upon the back for poise and presence and the knack of sniffing out a switchman's snack. So we lunched together, Ant and Jack. The end. That's I saw an ant on the railroad track. Boy, that was a real thriller of a story, wasn't it? I wasn't sure how it was going to end up, as the ant was risking his life walking down the railroad track. But thanks to Switchman Jack's quick thinking and his lunch, the ant was safe after all. Now, we've talked about railroad safety before, but I can't stress enough that to remain safe, you should never walk down the railroad tracks, and especially never walk on the rails themselves, as you could easily slip and fall. Now, if you ever need to cross over a railroad track, be sure to only do so when you are with an adult. And then be sure to look both ways to make sure no train is coming, and be sure to step over the rail and not on the rail itself. Remember, it's slippery. I want to be sure to keep all my railroad buddies safe. Well, that's it for now. Until next time, so long. Thank you for joining me for today's adventure. I hope you enjoyed. Always remember, continue riding the rails of your imagination, as it will take you on an endless number of adventures around the world. Until next time, this is Hobo Pap saying so long, as I go hop on a rattler in search of our next adventure. Happy rails to you.